Remember that sheriff that said that buying guns right now would be a bad idea and that he was going to release a bunch of prisoners? Well, it turns out now he's taking away the rights of the people in LA County from exercising their right to keep and bear arms by telling you that they are going to be shutting down all of the gun stores. So yeah, this is probably the worst mic that I could possibly use because it is going to make a ton of noise, and that's probably super pleasant, so just bear with me here. Now, the title of this headline is LA County Sheriff Orders Gun Stores to Close, Adds 1,300 Deputies to Patrol. Now, one of those things, awesome, great. In times like this, when there's a potential civil unrest situation, and especially an area like LA, this is a good thing. I think that is great. However, the first part of that sentence where he's going to force gun shop owners to close up shop and prevent people from exercising their right to keep and bear arms by the inability for them to buy guns or buy ammo, yeah, that's going to be a no for me, dog. I'm going to read you a few more highlights from this before I get going into my personal opinion on it, and then I'm going to talk about what one gun store owner has to say about it. Sheriff Villanueva also said he's adding 1,300 deputies to patrol and that he's releasing 1,700 nonviolent inmates from county jails, and criticized how local politicians have handled the messaging behind the numerous stay-at-home orders. Yeah, it seems like you're releasing a ton of people that probably aren't the most responsible citizens, that probably, you know, if they're willing to break a bunch of laws and stuff, maybe they might not be willing to follow the rules when it comes to staying in their homes. Yeah, these seem like the kind of people that are going to shelter in place, definitely. And then he has the audacity to criticize anyone about how they're handling the stay-at-home orders. Well, this is the same dude that said he thought it was a bad idea for people to go out and buy guns because they're going to be home more. He thinks that these people are going to, just because they're at home and kind of pent up, are going to start shooting their family members. Like, really? And then here's what he says about gun stores. We'll be closing them. They are not an essential function, Villanueva said. I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm a gun owner myself, but now you have the mixture of people that are not formally gun owners, and you have a lot of more people at home, and anytime you introduce a firearm in a home, from what I understand the CDC studies, it increases fourfold the chance that someone is going to get shot. Man, there is a lot to unpack there. First of all, he says that they are closing gun stores because they're not an essential function. Being able to exercise your natural-born right to keep and bear arms, to protect yourself from violent crime, to protect yourself from the government infringing upon what you can and can't do and how you're going to live your life, that is an essential function to me, and I don't think that I can be convinced otherwise. If we lived in a world where you could have ammo and guns shipped to your door with a one gun show loophole, please, yeah, maybe this would be non-essential because you could just have it sent to your home. However, in LA County, you cannot have ammo shipped to your door regardless of whether you have a COE and FFL 03, and you cannot have guns shipped to your door anywhere in the state of California. This means that anyone that does not own a gun currently has no way to get a gun. You want to know why that's not possible? Because loaning a firearm is illegal to anyone that is not a direct family member and that does not have a firearm safety certificate. If you shut down the gun stores, you shut down the ability for your family member to get a firearm safety certificate for you then to be able to loan that gun to them for a period of up to 30 days. You see where I'm going. That was a lot of requirements and a lot of things that are going to need to happen. So in no way are they not essential, because in order to exercise your right, you need them to be open in LA County. Then the dude has the absolute balls to say, I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm a gun owner myself. Okay, let's break this down for a second and prove why that's absolute BS. So this guy is the same sheriff that does not issue concealed carry permits. Absolutely not. If you look at the history of concealed carry permit issuing in LA County, it is non-existent. If you want to get a sheriff to give you a CCW permit in LA County, you're going to have to give that dude some dry tuggers. You're going to have to donate to his campaign fund. You're going to have to be this dude's wife. You are not going to get a concealed carry permit. And now, what part of that Second Amendment that said the right of the people to keep and bear arms? So you're taking away their ability to bear arms all the time forever. You are not a supporter of the Second Amendment. And now you are taking away the right of anyone that wants to get their first gun to keep and own guns, because you're stopping them from being able to physically go out and buy them and jump through all the hoops that must be required. So no, you are not a supporter of the Second Amendment. And anyone that says I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment, but just disregard everything that they've ever said about guns, because they clearly have no idea what they're talking about. After he says that, he says, but now you have the mixture of people that are not formerly gun owners, and you have a lot more people at home, and anytime you introduce a firearm in a home, from what I understand from CDC studies, it increases fourfold the chance that someone is going to get shot. Does that mean that he's more likely to shoot someone in his own home? Does that mean that his gun makes his family dangerous and unsafe to be around? I think so. Based on what he's saying, if we take that at face value, it would mean that he shouldn't have his gun at home either, right? Oh no, he's not going to do that because the cops are better than us. The cops do not need to follow the laws like we do. They're not dangerous, they're highly trained. You know, a DEA agent would never accidentally shoot himself in the leg in a school full of children while doing a safety demonstration on firearms, right? Oh wait, that did happen, and the cops are just normal people and oftentimes less trained with guns than most gun owners. What about that? So not only is what he's saying blatantly false, it's also just horrible misrepresentation, and it's one of those rules for thee and not for me kind of thing, where he's totally fine owning his gun himself, but now he's saying that these people shouldn't, and he's assuming that just by being home and being slightly bored and annoyed, you're just going to spontaneously bust a cap in your grandmother's ass? Hell no, baby, that ain't going to happen. I don't know what this dude is doing. I don't know what he's smoking, but he's clearly not qualified to be LA sheriff, but for some reason, I guess they all voted for him. So what my challenge is to you guys is to go out there, convince your friends why this guy should not be reelected next term, and do not forget this moment where he is taking away your rights. He is adamantly and forcefully taking away your rights to keep and bear arms. All the time, not just during this pandemic where he's closing the gun shops. You do not have the right to bear arms if you are an LA resident. You do not have the right to carry a gun outside your home. And currently, you don't have the right to go out and buy a gun. So this guy is in no way a supporter of the Second Amendment. Vote him out. So what I want to do is I want to end this video with a quick clip from our friends over at Warrior One, who we talked about yesterday, and his feelings on it, because this man is an absolute Chad, and the fact that he is going to not be closing his doors, the fact that he is going to be disobeying these unconstitutional requirements by the state and by the LA sheriff. Props to him. Everyone go support Warrior One.
What's up, everybody? So check this out. I just got some word that they're starting to close a bunch of gun shops, and they're deeming them not essential, and that you have to fucking close. How the fuck is the Second Amendment not essential? Listen, everybody, I'm telling you right fucking now, you better start fucking fighting, and you better start sticking up for what's going on. This is total bullshit. A gun shop is not essential. People's Second Amendment rights to defend and protect themselves in a time like this is not essential. Get the fuck out of here. It's more essential than ever. Everybody, I'm telling you, start paying attention. You first-time gun buyers that weren't involved before, get involved now. This is I'm fucking speechless, you know? And listen, for the LA County Sheriff to deem gun shops not essential, fuck you. What kind of fucking person are you? Not essential. But weed dispensary is essential? How the fuck is that essential? But not a gun shop. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let your voices be heard, because I'm tired of staying fucking quiet. My big mouth is gonna stay the fuck open. What's up?
I hope this video was informative to you. I hope this lights a fire under your ass, and I hope this gets you active in thinking about what you're going to be doing the next time this sheriff is up for re-election, because we need to get him out of there. We need to get a sheriff in there that's going to be supporter of the Second Amendment rights in all times, not just in crisis. We need someone that's not going to shut down gun stores because they're non-essential, and we need someone that's just a little bit smarter, I would say. So as always, have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.